The following program is produced by students of the Brian Lamb School of Communication at Purdue University.
This week on Fast Track, we'll tell you about the best dressed week on campus when we visit Industrial Roundtable.
And later, we'll catch up with the Purdue crew team to see what they have in store for us this season. These stories and more are coming up on this week's edition of Fast Track. Thank you for tuning in to Fast Track. This week, we are bringing you to Memorial Mall. I'm Rachel Bibler.
And I'm Taylor Briscoe. Well, it's cleared out now, but just last week, this area was full of companies from all over. Sometimes entering the workforce can be an intimidating and scary thing for students.
Luckily, Purdue provides the opportunity to get experience and prepare them for their future. One of the largest student job fairs in the nation is held right here in our backyard. The Industrial Roundtable Career Fair is a unique opportunity for students to gain attention of hundreds of companies. Reporter Krista McEnany was on site during the event. Let's see how it went.
Thousands of students gather at the Purdue Memorial Mall lawn each year for the Industrial Roundtable Career Fair. Well dressed with resume in hand, they wait in line for hours with hopes of speaking with potential employers.
The weather was so hot today, and I've been waiting since 11:30 till now.
I got here a little bit before noon, so like 11:30, and I've been here till now, so 5 hours.
Repeatedly recognized as one of the largest student-run job fairs in the nation, the Industrial Roundtable is a two-day job fair that attracts roughly 400 companies and over thousands of students.
We provide indoor lighting, outdoor infrastructure. We're moving from just strictly lighting to also providing solutions, lighting solutions, so occupancy sensors, various controls, lighting controls, dimming controls.
We're a $2.1 billion global adhesives company based out of St. Paul, Minnesota. And this is our first time at the Industrial Roundtable.
For those who are worried that they don't yet possess the skills needed to enter into the workforce, no need to worry, there's something here for everyone.
Being an entry level, we understand not a lot of people are going to have the experience that a lot of other companies are looking for, and that's actually what we're looking for too, is people that are willing to dive in, get their feet wet, and are willing to have that rotational experience to see what a company like Acuity is all about.
We are hiring a variety of jobs, primarily in technical service, in R&D, process engineering, supply chain.
While the lines may be long and the weather may be hot, overall, the Industrial Roundtable Career Fair proves to be a valuable experience for students who are willing to put in the effort and show off their skills.
It was great just going around seeing everybody.
Definitely a good experience, something I'd do again. I mean, it's definitely always good practice to go talk to companies, and I think there's a good chance I might definitely get an interview, maybe even a job out of it.
This year marks the 36th anniversary of the Industrial Roundtable. It is held every year during the fall semester. If you happen to miss it this year, be sure to catch it when it comes back for the 37th anniversary next fall. For Fast Track, I'm Krista McEnany.
Thank you, Krista. Bookstores on campus are getting a run for their money now that Amazon at Purdue is calling itself the official bookstore of Purdue University.
President Daniels has been all about the students when it comes to the price of education. And now, with the addition of Amazon, this is one more way Purdue is able to make budgeting a little easier on students' wallets.
3 weeks into the semester, Amazon has opened their second brick-and-mortar store here on Purdue's campus. A few computer clicks and only 24 hours is all it takes for students to have their books in hand.
Amazon at Purdue, the official bookstore of Purdue University, has been booming with business, making sure all students have everything they need for classes. With over 1 million items available for purchase on Amazon with next-day shipping to campus, in its first few weeks, the store saw traffic numbers of almost 1,000 people per day. A fellow Boilermaker alumni, Shauna Van Hook, now manages the 2 stores here on campus and gives us a quick demo on how simple it is to pick up your package.
So this is what it looks like. So you will, once you hit that Pick Up Now button, it will give you the option for the self-service locker or the assisted pickup desk. You'll click on the self-service locker button, and then you see the Pick Up Now button again. So once you complete the check-in process, it will give you a barcode that tells you which locker to go to, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And then all you do is take your phone to the appropriate locker, scan the barcode, and the locker pops open so you can get your package.
In addition to the next day shipping, Amazon at Purdue keeps giving benefits back to students. A normal Amazon Prime membership is a $99 annual fee. With a quick Purdue Career Account login, Amazon at Purdue gives students Amazon Prime for just $49.
Another really neat thing is that the Amazon at Purdue locations is an extension of a collaboration with Purdue, where a percentage of all the orders on purdue.amazon.com go back to the university as part of the affordability initiatives here at Purdue.
The Amazon store has been well received by all students around campus.
Yes, it's like I've been here for a month now, and this is like 5th time I'm using this, and well, I'm pretty good, happy about this. Yeah, like yesterday I got a new monitor and I couldn't connect it to my laptop, so you see, I ordered a new cable, and here it is. Less than 24 hours.
You can just swing in here and scan it, and you got your books just like that. It's definitely the easiest way to pick up books.
From pencils to computer screens, Amazon's got you covered. Reporting for Fast Track, this is Spencer Huffmeyer.
Thank you, Spencer. Another home football game is this Saturday for the Purdue Boilermakers, and Purdue is hoping attendance numbers will continue to increase.
However, parking comes as a concern to many now that 2 of Purdue's parking garages will be charging $10 to park on game days. Fast Track's Cameron Harden has more.
Parking. It can cause you to leave an extra 30 minutes before an event just to find a good spot. But due to a new policy from Purdue Parking, it may cost more than just a headache.
Well, it costs a significant amount of money to, on an annual basis, handle repairs, maintenance of those structures. And so in order to help cover some of the costs that are associated with that, we decided to charge a small fee of $10 on football game days in just 2 of the parking garages here on campus.
The University and Northwestern garages will now come at a cost for home football games, a cost Purdue University's Managing Director and Services Enterpriser, Rob Weinkoop, says will go completely to maintenance.
We hope somewhere between $10,000 to $15,000, and it costs us more than $40,000 here just to clean those parking garages on an annual basis.
While Weinkoop believes this new charge won't affect attendance at home football games, some students believe it could turn some people away, especially parents.
Considering we already don't have that great of a program, and it's not shaping up to be any better this season, I don't know if my family's going to want to pay $10 on top of the ticket price to, park in Purdue's parking garages.
It'd be a little different, I guess, if we had a top team, but given the past few years, it hasn't been a good showing for them.
Weinkoop says there is still plenty of ample parking in other garages and surface lots free of charge, and that these garages are mainly filled by visiting teams' fans. There has also been a worry from Purdue staff on where they will park for work, but Weinkoop says they should not be affected.
We are making accommodations for faculty and staff that have to be on campus for their job, that it's not necessarily related to the event. And so we're making accommodations through parking services for folks who work on Saturdays or plan to be here on Saturdays for their job.
For people who are worried about their car getting towed, Weinkoop says that will not happen.
We're not going to force anyone to be out of the parking garage. We're simply going, several hours before the game starts, we're simply going to have folks there that will be taking money for passes, for permit passes, but we're not going to drag their car out of any garage whatsoever.
Stay tuned, because when we come back, we'll explore a little-known place in Smith Hall where you can find market fresh meat.
We've also got your first look at weather. Back after this.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
We are all Boilermakers, but we're also much more. We're history makers, exploring the farthest reaches of our universe, often when strapped to a rocket. We are hope makers, rebuilders of Haitian cityscapes who ensure they'll now withstand any disaster. We are difference makers, developers of drought-resistant crops that just might end world hunger. The fact is, what we make moves the world forward. We are Purdue, makers all.
I am an American.
I am an American. I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
That's the way most of us put it. Just matter of factly.
They're plain words, those 4. You could write them on your thumbnail
or sweep them across a bright autumn sky.
But remember, too, that they are more than just words.
They are a way of life.
So whenever you speak them firmly.
Speak them proudly. Speak them gratefully. I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am poised under pressure. I led Purdue to a come-from-behind victory in my first start. I am focused on the field and in class. I draw inspiration from the cradle of quarterbacks. I am Rob Henry, and I am a Boilermaker.
Welcome back. Fall is finally here. It officially became fall just this past Wednesday on September 23rd. So if you're looking for a way to celebrate the new season, maybe get a change of scenery, head south to the Festival of the Turning Leaves in Thorntown. If you'd like more information on that festival, go to thorntownfestival.org. It is going on this weekend, September 25th, 26th, and 27th. Now it is fall, but it hasn't really been feeling like fall. The average high temperature for this time of year is only 74 degrees, and we've been seeing temperatures in the 80s these past several days. Now, we do have a cool down on the way in the 7-day forecast, where I'll give you some details as well as the chance of showers that we have coming up. But for tonight, we're looking to stay dry. 8 p.m., still lots of sunshine, just partly cloudy skies, and a little bit of increasing cloud coverage as we head later into the evening. By 2 a.m., we're going to be at a temperature of 61 degrees, and then most places are going to bottom out their low temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. We're going to get down to 56 degrees here in Lafayette, 55 in Rensselaer, as well as 54 in Warsaw, 57 for the low in Kokomo, and 61 degrees in Indianapolis. We do want to share some viewer photos with you once again. This is from last Saturday. Beautiful sunset. Still a lot of cloud coverage in the area, but as we know, and has been the pattern these past several weeks, that quickly did clear out, brought us lots of sunshine. So we can see here in this photo outside by the fountain, by Beering Hall, lots of sunshine. Actually, there's not a single cloud in this photo, just beautiful blue skies. Same situation outside Stewart Center earlier this week as well. I do see just a couple high cirrus clouds there, but overall made for a beautiful day and a beautiful week overall. Now, how long are these warmer than average temperatures going to stay around, and how long are we going to stay dry? I'll have those details coming up in your 7-day forecast.
Thanks, Krista. Purdue student organization, CREW, has just started their new season.
Fast Track reporter Liz Van Ostenburg went riverside to see what the team has in store for this season.
The Wabash River, home to Purdue University's largest student organization, Purdue Crew. Although Purdue Crew is a club sport, it is still a very successful organization. Most people on the team come into college with virtually no experience. The team prides themselves on taking students with interest in shaping them up to graduate as an experienced rower. Beth Petrovic, who started on the novice team where you learn to row as a freshman, is currently a senior member of the varsity team.
You kind of start out and you get really hooked, but then as it went on, I got super competitive and always wanted to be in the top boat, and when I came up to the varsity team, I wanted to be in the varsity 8, the 8 best girls.
Purdue Crew gets major support from their alumni. That's what makes it so special.
Which it's really cool to be a part of a program where there's so many ties from so many years back that people still really, really care and, show up to races and they'll make meals for us at some of the races and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool too, just to see how much people really take pride in the program.
They train throughout the year and have regattas in the spring and head races in the fall. Head races are 5,000 meters and they start 10 seconds behind each other. There's more passing because there's a longer distance. In the spring, the races are 2,000 meters. This is the same distance as the Olympics. Although Purdue Crew is a major time commitment, a lot of people come in with some interest and end with a new passion in life. Reporting for Fast Track, I'm Liz Van Ostenburg.
Ever wish there was a place on campus to get some delicious bacon or even pick up some meat for a tailgate?
What if there was one in the same building that you might have classes in? Taylor Briscoe is going to tell us a little more about this hidden store.
The Boilermaker Butcher Block, located in room 108 of the Smith Hall, prides themselves on selling fresh meat directly from Purdue farms. Also known as the Meat Lab, the Butcher Block is connected to the university's Animal Science Department. As much as the retail portion of the Meat Lab serves us as customers, the behind-the-scenes educational aspect of the shop serves students even more. Senior Chelsea Heineman hopes to go into veterinary medicine after graduating, and she says she had zero experience before being hired. Working at the Butcher Block has shown her the farm-to-mouth production of all kinds of meat and taught her retail experience as well.
I just wanted to see the process from start to finish, and I wanted to know how those processes worked and if what we were eating was safe to eat, if what we were eating is wholesome, if it's good for you. And I definitely found all those things out, and it's definitely true.
Manager Blaine Brown tells me the retail shop and student experience go hand in hand. Brown says that strengthening the shop's connection with the university is extremely important, and in doing so, the Meat Lab has come up with something new for this fall. A special message to tailgaters, the shop will be open from 8 a.m. to noon on Saturday home football game days, and that meat will be ready to throw on the grill right then.
Not everybody just necessarily wants burgers and brats. We got folks who go to tailgates. That's their major event for the week or maybe the month. They want a nicer steak, so we want to be able to offer that during that time period.
Reporting for Fast Track, I am Taylor Briscoe.
As a student in college, it can be tough to find fresh fruits and vegetables and have that farm-to-table experience on a budget. While most people prefer to sleep in on Saturday mornings, the West Lafayette Farmers Market is busy showcasing its best produce to locals and Purdue students.
Last week, we took you to the Purdue Farmers Market, but just in case you couldn't make it on Thursday, try venturing out to Lafayette on a Saturday morning. Fast Track reporter Island Sapahi was out there this past weekend and will give us a taste of what the market has in store.
With the harvesting season in action, it's never a quiet Saturday morning on Columbia Street. The West Lafayette Farmers Market has been around for over 165 years. On Saturdays from early May through October, the air is filled with the smell of fresh garden vegetables, depending on their produce calendar, of course, hand-picked nuts and trail mix for snacking, and a very wide range of fruits such as blueberries, strawberries, and apples by the barrel. Local bakeries and aspiring bakers make their best creations such as pies, cookies, and cakes for visitors to try. There are plenty of other things to buy such as homemade honey, popcorn, and you can also get freshly picked flowers. Handmade materials such as local woodwork and jewelry are also available.
Our company is Dragonfly Nakai. We opened basically in March. It's an idea that's been formulating for a while. It's hypoallergenic. Everything's handmade and one of a kind. So a lot of it's repurposed from old watches, old jewelry, and a lot from drapery trim.
The West Lafayette Farmers Market is open every Saturday from May through October from 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Reporting for Fast Track, I'm Island Sapahi.
When we come back, a class on roller coasters? Sign me up. We'll show you what a new class is throwing students for a loop.
And getting tired of those chirping bugs that come out at night, we've got an update on our cicada population this season.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
We are all Boilermakers, but we're also much more. We're history makers, exploring the farthest reaches of our universe, often when strapped to a rocket. We are hope makers, rebuilders of Haitian cityscapes who ensure they'll now withstand any disaster. We are difference makers, developers of drought-resistant crops that just might end world hunger. The fact is, what we make moves the world forward. We are Purdue, makers all.
I am an American.
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 That's the way most of us put it, just matter of factly.
They're plain words, those four. You could write them on your thumbnail
or sweep them across the bright autumn sky.
But remember, too, that they are more than just words.
They are a way of life.
So whenever you speak them firmly.
Speak them proudly. Speak them gratefully. I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am poised under pressure. I led Purdue to a come-from-behind victory in my first start. I am focused on the field and in class. I draw inspiration from the cradle of quarterbacks. I am Rob Henry, and I am a Boilermaker.
The Purdue Mechanical Engineering Department is throwing everyone for a loop. They are now offering a class about roller coasters.
Fast Track reporter Rachel Bibler will tell us more about how this class will lead to the way to new opportunities for students.
Located in the Mechanical Engineering Building, Purdue students are learning about how to design a model roller coaster. This model, built from tiny pieces of wood, demonstrates just one of the specialty classes offered in the engineering program. Let's take a look into the Mechanical Engineering Building and see how this model roller coaster is designed.
The idea of the model itself, though, is that we feel that having a model bigger than this big is a lot more interesting to them. They can sort of see the shape, the size, get more of a feel for the accelerations and the forces and things as that.
Testing acceleration, speed, and gravitational force, these are just a few of the main points of the focus in this class.
I'd definitely like to be a part of the team that makes it, because I think it's something different for a college student. I don't think many colleges do this. Yeah.
One thing that we have found is that we actually have a good number of people who have taken this course, graduated with their degree in mechanical engineering, and have gone out and worked in an industry where they design this. It's basically the entertainment engineering field. And I think what we would like to do is maybe make it clear to people that this is an option. It's a small option, but there are jobs out there for people to use their mechanical engineering degree in the entertainment field.
While Purdue might not have a real-life roller coaster to ride on, we can be ever hopeful and ever true that one of our mechanical engineers will build a real-life roller coaster someday. Reporting for Fast Track News, I'm Rachel Bibler.
Looks like a fun time. Thanks, Rachel. Buzzing noises around campus are quieting down now that it's September, but earlier this semester, if you were out late at night, you were hearing the sounds of the cicadas.
Some say the sounds are distracting, but let's hear from Julie Villanova about what those cicada chirps really mean.
Cicada insects, also known as tree crickets, have been buzzing around campus this fall. You may be familiar with their rather loud mating noises. I'm going inside Smith Hall, home of the Purdue Entomology Department, to take a closer look at these interesting insects.
They have a membrane that they can vibrate, and that's amplified by air sacs in their abdomen. And so this amplified sound is very, very loud. And because so many of the cicadas sing together or chorus, the noise can dominate, or the sound can dominate the sound landscape or soundscape that we hear.
The buzzing sounds of the cicadas was extremely loud this fall. There was a 6% increase of cicadas in the Indiana region as of August 31st, 2015.
I love cicadas. Cicadas are the sound of summer.
It's also the sound of summer ending, unfortunately, and so I'm going to enjoy them as much as I can for what we've had left.
Entomology scholars catch cicadas around Purdue's campus to show students. They specifically look for adult cicadas, which are called imago. These are found stuck onto the branches during the mating season. Whether you like it or not, the loud buzzing noise of the cicada is a special part of the mating process, which is crucial in the insect's life.
Humans are not the only animals that sing for courtship, so the cicadas are kind of the rock stars of the insect world, and the males sing and the females come by to listen.
Reporting for Fast Track, I'm Julie Villanova.
This past week has been gorgeous, but could the week ahead be different?
Let's pass it over to Krista for a final look at what we can expect in the forecast ahead. Krista?
Thank you. Well, if you happen to suffer from allergies the way I do, you'll be happy to know that relief is on the way. In your pollen forecast, the average for September is a 6.6, which is right around the medium range on how severe that is. We got to a 6.5 today, which is pretty close to that average, but by tomorrow down to a 4.8, and then by Sunday, down to a 4.4. So if you happen to be suffering from any allergies, just know that they should start to be getting better as we head into the next few days. Tonight we're expecting partly cloudy skies with dry conditions. We have our winds out of the east-northeast at 5 miles per hour. And then in your evening planner, 8 p.m., 71 degrees, plenty of sunshine left. But then we're going to cool off to 61 degrees by 2 a.m., starting to see some increasing cloud coverage as well as we head into tomorrow morning. Low temperatures are going to bottom out in the mid to upper 50s, 56 in Lafayette, 55 in Rensselaer, as well as 54 in Warsaw, 57 in Kokomo, and 61 in Indianapolis. Now, your day planner tomorrow, that's when we see our next chances of rain. 8 a.m., 59 degrees with just a slight chance of rain, and we just keep that slight chance throughout the afternoon tomorrow as well. This is just an isolated shower chance. We're not talking about scattered storms. Not every backyard is going to get wet, but a few of you may see a few showers or two. But for the game, we should be mostly dry. 10 a.m., 65 degrees by 2, hitting our high temperature of 77 degrees, and then already starting to cool down by 4 p.m. to 76. High temperatures tomorrow are going to get up to 77 here in Lafayette, 78 in Rensselaer, as well as 75 in Warsaw, 75 in Kokomo, and 74 for the high in Indianapolis. Now your future radar, just to show you how slight these rain chances are. This is 8 p.m. tonight, shows most of the rain is to our south. Then by 2 a.m. tomorrow morning, we start to see a few isolated showers starting to push their way further north. By 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, we still have a slight chance of some isolated showers to be in the area, but overall it is looking mostly dry as we head into the afternoon on Saturday. By 5 p.m. again, still just a few isolated shower chances in the area, but most places should be pretty dry and pleasant. In your 7-day forecast, hitting our high of 77 tomorrow with those isolated shower chances. As well on Sunday, a high of 78, and that sun returns on Monday with a high of 82. Slight chance of some showers again on Tuesday with a high of 83, but then by Wednesday dropping down to 73 degrees, finally feeling a little bit more like fall. Thursday, a high of 72, and then Friday, nice and sunny with a high of 76.
That's all we have in this week's edition of Fast Track. I'm Taylor Briscoe.
And I'm Rachel Bibler. Join us next week as we take you through more stories on Purdue's campus. Have a great week.